Your average for those 400,000 is 58,000 per Bitcoin. So it's been moving higher as you keep buying at higher prices.
We bought it about 42 times since August of 2020 to today.
From August of and at this point, the strategy is to issue stock or convertible debt of MicroStrategy and use that to buy Bitcoin.
We're a Bitcoin treasury company, so we're securitizing Bitcoin. We're providing high-performance equity. We're also providing convertible bonds. We've provided other kinds of bonds in the past, but primarily our job is to bridge the traditional capital markets that want bonds, or they want fixed income, or they want equity, or they want options. And we plug that into the crypto economy, and we use Bitcoin as the vehicle to do that.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Michael Saylor discusses MicroStrategy's bold move to purchase 15,400 Bitcoin, the state of the crypto industry, and bridging traditional markets with the crypto economy. Let's catch him to learn more.
Yeah, here's what you need to know.
Okay.
The S&P is about 15 ARR for the past 4 years, and the volatility of the S&P is 15.
Okay.
If you want to own a commodity like silver or soybeans or gold, they have very, very low performance, less than 15%, 5%, 0%. You don't really want to hold soybeans for 100 years. And sometimes they have volatility, but it doesn't last that long. Bitcoin is 60 volatility, 60 ARR, and it is a legal commodity, but it is an economic scarcity. It is the only commodity invented in the history of the human race that's absolutely capped. And so that means you can expect it to keep going up. If I can give you a commodity that outperforms the S&P index, if I can give you a commodity that's more volatile than the S&P index, you can put 100% of your liquid assets in that commodity per SEC rules. I can't do it with a security, by the way. So up until Bitcoin, people had to use gold or real estate as their commodity, or they have to use the U.S. Treasury bill. Those are all underperforming the S&P, and they're less volatile. Bitcoin is the first thing you can use in your treasury that's more volatile, that outperforms the S&P. The result is, if I give you a security, Joe, that outperforms the S&P, how much of it do you want to buy? And if you're an ARB or an options trader, and I give you an option that is 4x the volatility of the S&P, or with MicroStrategy, we're 10x the volatility of the S&P. How much of it do you want to trade? So Bitcoin's unique in the history of the capital markets. It's the first scarcity commodity, outperforming the S&P, more volatile than the S&P, that you can put on your balance sheet.
Volatile?
I think it'll remain volatile because it's a 24/7, 365 global asset. You can panic sell it on Saturday night. You can enthusiastically buy it on Sunday morning. That's a feature. Mm-hmm. That's not a bug.
Okay, you've lived through some of the swings, but do you think we won't see the downturns like we've seen in the past just because of the changes we've?
I think it's going to surge through the roof, and then it's going to surge to 180 and crash to 140, and people will be freaking out about it again. But let me make this one analogy. Volatility is like fire, and some people run away from the fire, but Henry Ford put the fire into a carriage via an engine, created an entire industry, and he gave humanity wings.
Bitcoin's price has cooled off in early December, slipping briefly below $93,600 on December 3, yet the market outlook remains overwhelmingly optimistic. This pullback comes after Bitcoin's explosive 37% rally in November, which added $26,000 to its price and brought it tantalizingly close to the $100,000 psychological milestone. Many analysts see the current range consolidation as a healthy step, allowing the market to establish clear support and resistance levels, ultimately strengthening the foundation for Bitcoin's next major push. The temporary dip in Bitcoin's price was influenced by political turmoil in South Korea. An unexpected announcement of martial law by President Yoon Suk-yeol, later rescinded, briefly disrupted investor sentiment. This led to dramatic price disparities across exchanges, with Bitcoin dropping to $65,000 on South Korea's Upit due to low liquidity, while holding near $95,000 on Binance. Despite this turbulence, bullish developments continued to bolster confidence. MicroStrategy's December 2 announcement of a $1.5 billion Bitcoin purchase at $95,976 per BTC underscored institutional interest. Meanwhile, Bitcoin miner Marathon Digital Holdings revealed plans for an $800 million funding round to acquire more BTC, adding further momentum. Additionally, upcoming events like Microsoft's shareholder vote on adding Bitcoin to its balance sheet and speculation around potential national Bitcoin reserves keep fueling investor anticipation. Robust inflows into spot Bitcoin ETF signal sustained demand, reinforcing optimism that $100,000 may be within reach.
For me and for everybody to understand your tweet just from, I think, in the last hour. So what did you do last week with the treasury operations? You were able to generate a Bitcoin yield of 2.55%, or over almost 10,000 Bitcoin to shareholders using an arbitrage. Can you explain it? Will I be able to understand this if you explain this?
We sold $1.5 billion worth of stock, by $500 million worth of Bitcoin. We bought back $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. We captured nearly $1 billion gain in the arbitrage. That we can do with equity day by day. When we do it with debt, we issue $3 billion of debt that's backed by $600 million of Bitcoin that comes due in 5 years. We pay 0% interest. We buy $3 billion of Bitcoin. We capture the $2.4 billion in the arbitrage gain up front. But then over the course of the 5 years, we double or we quadruple the investment because we're buying an asset which is appreciating faster than the asset.
What you told me was that it's 55% premium over conversion, but a zero coupon. Is that?
Yeah, that was a zero coupon 55. And you can do that because Bitcoin is high vol, and the companies that have Bitcoin on their balance sheet have even higher volatility. So Mara is a great example. 2 weeks ago, they did a $1 billion convert, zero coupon to buy Bitcoin. This week, they're back in the market doing another $1 billion convert, zero coupon to buy Bitcoin. You can rinse and repeat that frequently.
Bitcoin whales appear to be exercising caution as the cryptocurrency hovers just below the $100,000 mark, adopting what analysts describe as a wait-and-see strategy. Onat Tentwinkler, a contributor to CryptoQuant, highlighted a notable increase in Bitcoin inflows to exchanges, which traditionally signals the possibility of sell-offs. However, these inflows have not yet translated into significant market moves, suggesting that large holders are observing market conditions before making major decisions. The Adjusted Spent Output Profit Ratio, ASOPR, a metric used to track profit-taking activity, indicates minimal profit realization among traders. This restraint implies that whales and other investors might still expect further price growth in the short term. Yet the broader market dynamics remain mixed. Bitcoin's dominance has declined by 5.54% since late November, hinting at a potential rotation into alternative cryptocurrencies. Skepticism persists about Bitcoin breaking the $100,000 barrier by year's end. While Bitcoin briefly surged to $99,800 on November 22, it has since struggled to reclaim that momentum. Analysts like Rect Capital believe Bitcoin could hold its current range, provided it continues to establish support levels around $96,400. Meanwhile, industry leaders like Simon Sibniewicz predict eventual growth beyond $100,000, but caution that fluctuations could delay this milestone into 2024 or beyond. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.